It's now for Aldridge. Bellinelli out top. Parker leans, scores, foul. I mean, Williams picks up the foul.
Bellinelli played in Chicago a year ago. He's a very good shooter and a confident player. Now Parker in the lane, teardrop, got it.
And they always do different things. A little bit of a high Princeton offense.
10 from 3. The previous game, they gave Oklahoma City a great run before losing. He had 21, and he was 5 of 10 from 3.
Yeah. As you see, Tony Parker.
Well, for a guy who only played 14 games with Indiana last year as a rookie, and understand that was a great team, but got to feel he's put in the work over the summer to improve.
Sure.
And even though Tony tried to get some separation and got just enough for the teardrop to crawl over the iron.
Power and finesse right there.
Enough. Lay the ball in. It's the same too, especially when you're up 20.
Anyway, the Sixers fell behind early. They missed the first 7.
Webster on him. Parker trying to run off the screen. It's right back on the attack. Up and in. What a move by Tony Parker.
He's able to shield the ball with his body.
Parker. And the teardrop from Tony is good.
Oh, they dodge a bullet on the other end. They allow Jeff Green all the way to the basket. Solinger misses the tip, and our guys are off and running to the races.
Leonard skies in for the offensive board.
Came from the mezzanine. Somebody opened the door up there.
And then a nice look to Parker for the finish.
Woo. Leonard came flying out of that right corner to get
Side to side, it could get fun.
Dellavedova, like Patrick Mills, an Australian, like Patrick Mills, went to St. Mary's, hit the 3. Parker answers with another nifty move for 2. So Pop getting a chance to try some different lineups.
Yeah, why not?
Parker in the paint from Jeff.
Now you get a chance to see how Jeff, plays out there with Tim Duncan and Tony Parker.
Spurs leading scorer and assist man, 17.7 a game, 6+ assists, 14th in the league. And Tony pops in 2 here. Spurs back within 11, 41-30. Now, Spurs on the move. Tony pulls up. Got it! Shooter's roll, and Parker's on just that right now. 8 straight for Parker.
DeRozan and Lowry. Duncan working with Parker. He peels away and allows the lane to open up for Tony Parker. And then Ginobili goes for the steal. Last touch by.
on a play.
Parker.
He's so good at that.
Lead at 4.
He gets
55-51.
so easily.
Point out how incredibly dominant San Antonio has been. As we watch Parker, it's an and one. Last night, no what's needed. He's been working hard on the shot, 39% coming in, 2 for 21 on threes. He knows he can be better than that. Tony Parker. John, this is what San Antonio did to.
Tell you, when we went to break, you don't see this often, but you know what? Duncan, 14-time All-Star, upset with his start. He was 1 of 6, and then Ginobili feeds him, and Duncan's found a stroke here after the TO.
Yeah, very upset.
Largest lead, 19. Utah's trimmed it to 10 as we roll up on 8 minutes left, 3rd quarter. Parker, there's that floater again for 2 more.
When he waves his players away so he can go one-on-one.
Moving target. He still makes it.
Put his finger out, judged the win, and said, okay, I got it. That's how good he is. Parker tosses it in the other way. 101-90.
Overall player. And you think back, they did that twice. You had David Robinson, and then you also had Tim Duncan. And the way that Popovich manages this team.
Saved by San Antonio. Raptors down 2. Push shot, and it's good for Parker.
Nobody has that shot. It's a little awkward, almost like you said, it's definitely a push. Just kind of leaves his hand, and it's in Duncan.
Parker, the floater. Got it to go.
Hey, speaking of ABA, the ABA game about to break.
Looking for a tough road victory over the Timberwolves. NBA Wednesday presented by State Farm tonight at 9:30 on ESPN, also live on Watch ESPN.
How lucky is Mark Jones and John Barry
to get to.
James was traded around this time 3 years ago, right after Jerry Sloan resigned. Tyron Corbin gets the head coaching job, and as Parker gets the basket, Utah reshapes its team.
Parker gets it back, flips it up. A play from Parker. Now it's not quite reminiscent of that play in game one of the Wins. He's 8 of 11 from the field. Parker up and in.
Well, you're right. He's answered the call starting last year in the playoffs.
I thought in the last couple of minutes there have been a lot of missed calls. And Tony Parker with that patented floater.
Boy,
Parker behind the screen. Boy, he stepped on the brakes.
He did.
And made a move. Wow.
You know you're young when you can stop on it.
Nice move, the short jumper, and nobody does it better than Tony Parker.
That's not an easy shot to make. A little chuck shot without using the backboard.
But Boris has been a big plus for San Antonio. Here is Parker down the lane.
And you saw it right there. Boris, high IQ player. When he is tuned in and really wants to play, he can help his team.
Corey Joseph dishes to Parker. Right in front for the teardrop. The floating gun goes. He's 3 out of 5 for 6. Tony Parker moving behind bodies, gets to the lane, flips it up and in, and draws the foul. How? Just over 3.5 to play in the half. Parker keeping that dribble alive. Gets to the lane, half hooks and hits.
He keeps it alive until he's ready to do something with it. That's why you're
16, 2 wins in back of last year's pace, as we told you before. Number 2 in the Western Conference. It's Parker inside.
Tony Parker tip on top. 48 seconds to go here. Tony in the paint. This one's good. And Tony Parker, another big first quarter. 11 of the... Parker, 10 on the shot clock. Looking for an opening. Bankaroo!
How about that? Looked like he found himself again in no man's land. Left his feet a little too early. But
who got a lot of valuable experience with Tony Parker being out. I mean, their bench is going to be very good.
Parker just hides behind people.
Well, he's so quick with the dribble, Neil, and he does a great...
And tonight they're over that number.
Right back at you, Parker. He saw Trey do it. I'm going to show you how to do it as well. 18 for Tony Parker. 13.
Western Conference sitting at 50 and 16. Taking on the Los Angeles Lakers here at Staples Center. And Thiago Splitter gets the first basket of the game. 2-0 Spurs. Any tampering issues must be very carefully watched. And this was even brought up as Phil was thinking about other offers from other teams over the last 9 months, as Parker makes it a 7-point game.
Parker. And he gets in on Ray McCallum. Tough matchup.
Parker so quick. I have
Diao. Parker weaving, floating, and finishing.
He's a throwback. Yeah, he reminds me of Hal Greer. He used to play
with 9 points, 5 rebounds. Parker. What a shot by Tony in the paint.
He thought he was going to get that whistle there.
Both are good. They're with my mom. My wife is in Miami. Believe that?
No. Yes. I believe you. Why is she there?
Just vacation.
Oh my God.
Lance Stevenson gave the Pacers a lead at 5-2 with a 3-point field goal, but just a little
turnovers. Randolph tried to call timeout, but the new Jason Kidd rule, you can't call timeout as you're leaping out of bounds.
6 minutes left in the third. Back to an 8-point game. Parker, his paint. What's he get there with that teardrop?
Post move, jump hook.
Parker, the floater in the paint is good. Back-to-back buckets from Tony Parker. And the Spurs give themselves some breathing room.
Parker showing his great.
The Spurs did not resign him after last year. Parker again in the paint. It's unbelievable how he always or frequently gets the shot he wants.
It is, and they're playing very soft on the
Far hole of one.
Not only like to take, but they're pretty good at defending the three-point shot as well.
Across the lane, Tony Parker. First player in double figures now with 10. Speaking of three, so far, the Baines will collect the loose ball. Bellinelli is in. And Bonner is in. Jeff Ayers is in. The former Jeff Pendergraft, who played a bit with the Portland Trail Blazers. There's Bonner on top. And on the wing, Corey Joseph. That's the San Antonio 5. McCollum remains on
one leg, rebounded by a splitter. Matthews struggled shooting the ball the last few games. Here's Parker in the lane, gets the floater.
Wow, Tony.
First time to get it away.
Those are just opportunities you can't give this team.
But a great move. Parker got Lillard off his feet, kept the pivot foot down and scores.
I mean, Scott Brooks he's got a free hand, like Steve said. This to me, this is a really, really important game for Oklahoma City. The Spurs are going to do what they do, but Scott Brooks is going to be able to try anything.
Diaw is fouled by Diaw. It's a hack on Boris Diaw.
And Boris Diaw again with these mixed up.
Turn back. Parker on a 2-on-1. He has Kawhi Leonard with him. Parker gets the roll.
Plus 10.
San Antonio. 18,000 plus at the AT&T Center. Parker goes last.
Come on, man.
22 points. 5 assists for
Tim Duncan.
Parker again coming off the pick and goes to the finger roll.
You see another side screen and roll, dribble handoff action. The Spurs changed game 4, making those 13 threes.
Finger roll by Tony Parker. We haven't seen that in a while.
A rare 2 points for
Duncan up top to Parker. Parker the floater.
By the way, a shot from Norris Cole that was originally given a 3. They changed to it.
Duncan finds Parker. Parker the floater in the paint is good. Just his second field.
Unguardable when you surround it with shooting.
Parker the floater and the finish with 3.2 remaining.
Ray Allen.
Parker against Chalmers, gets in the paint. Beautiful move. One of the ironic things about that great first half performance from San Antonio, Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green did much of the...
And you just can't let him get to his right hand into the paint.
Parker with 12 points. Parker, oh, beautiful hesitation and floats it in.
That's just too easy.